Welcome to my public health thought leadership series themed The Climate Crisis is a Health Crisis. My name is Okori Kate Inikachi, and today I will be talking about how to frame advocacy messages about climate change. This blog is the first of a two-part sub-series. For today's blog, I will be discussing the guerrilla tactics used by the Just Stop Oil Group to increase engagement with climate change issues. Founded in February 2022, Just Stop Oil Group employs civil resistance, direct action, disruptive tactics to compel the British government to take a decisive stance against new fossil fuel licensing and production. Some of the group's members had previously participated in less direct forms of activism, like climate walks and writing to their local lawmakers. But unfortunately, these efforts were met with silence. This time, the group is banking on their notoriety to spark conversations around climate change. Despite their success in drawing public attention, just the oil group faces the potential risk of alienating the people they need to support their objectives. Group is well aware of this risk, but they are buoyed by the historical effectiveness of civil disobedience in influencing public opinion and government policies. In 2022, Social Change Lab contracted YouGov to conduct three nationally representative surveys in the United Kingdom to assess the public's perspectives on climate change and their opinions around the stop oil. Study found that even though more than half of the respondents did not support the disruptive tactics of the group, there was no loss of support for climate policies. Now to the question, can just stop oil strategy be replicated in Africa? It's important to know that the global south, that's including African countries, faces greater vulnerability to climate change impact than regions in the global north. This is as a result of underlying inequalities, poverty, pollution, and inadequate infrastructure. Despite these challenges, climate policies in African countries are either non existent or poorly implemented, lacking the necessary strength and effectiveness to address pressing climate related issues in the region. Just oil's approach may be infuriating, but history has shown that civil disobedience can be a potent force in shaping better policies. A couple of the rights we enjoy today were achieved through the courage of ordinary people who dared to challenge societal injustice at the expense of their safety. The women's suffrage in 1928 and the Seeping for Gay Rights in 1966 are notable examples of how nonviolent breaches of laws have influenced change in government policies. This strategy has also proven effective in even more conservative countries like the 2019 revolution in Sudan. Although Just Stop Oil's focus lies within the United Kingdom, their mission transcends borders as they actively collaborate with similar organizations in Europe, North America, and Africa. In June, the group demonstrated solidarity with the Ugandan eco activist group Students Against EA Cup by staging the protest at Total Energy's headquarters in the United Kingdom. In Uganda, protesters utilizing non-violent methods similar to the Just Stop Oil's approach have faced harsher repercussions, though their actions are less intrusive. Distressing events in October 2020, nine students from Uganda who were peacefully protesting against the EA Cup were unlawfully detained by the police and charged with inciting violence. Surprisingly, just a week earlier, another group of students advocating for the oil project received no pressure from the authorities. Numerous oil rich countries in the African region continue to view oil as a crucial pathway to development. So, opposing viewpoints are met with strong resistance. Generally speaking, many African countries are nominally democratic. Citizens' rights are often constrained, and activities that diverge from the government's agenda are heavily censored and sometimes punished. Popular example is Nigeria, where a prominent environmental activist and his allies received capital punishment for daring to speak against